Welcome back to this week's edition of the Risk Spotlight Operational Risk News Update. My name is Emily Jones, and today I'll be bringing you essential updates and insights from the world of operational risk, drawn from the past week. All information shared here is sourced from the Risk Spotlight portal, the premier forward-looking service dedicated to operational risk content. Let's get started. The first update is on the European Central Bank, ECB, taking a firm stance on climate change. And banks that don't keep up are in for a wake-up call. Frank Elderson of the ECB has made it clear. Banks that drag their feet in addressing climate change risks will face financial penalties. This comes after a guide published by the ECB in November 2020, which set out expectations for banks to manage climate and environmental risks by the end of 2024. But here's the deal. Not a single bank under ECB supervision currently meets these expectations, and many have missed the interim deadline of March 2023 to assess the materiality of these risks. The ECB isn't just talking tough. They've started issuing binding supervisory decisions, which include the threat of daily penalties if banks don't shape up. Elderson's message is loud and clear. Managing climate and environmental risks is non-negotiable, and it's time for banks to engage with their customers to understand and mitigate these risks. The ECB's move signals a significant shift towards enforcing environmental accountability in the financial sector, and it's a trend that's likely to gain momentum. The next update is from a review by the European Securities and Markets Authority. Their review, spanning 2 years and involving over 200 banks and asset managers, found that marketing communications for ESG products are often just a lot of green talk without the walk. Social media posts about green initiatives are common, but many lack solid proof to back up their claims. This crackdown on greenwashing is part of a broader push to ensure that financial products marketed as sustainable are truly contributing to environmental goals. It's a move to bring authenticity to the ESG investment space and to protect consumers from being misled by false eco-credentials. The next update highlights worrying statistics from the Threat Lab's 2024 Phishing Report, published by Zscaler. Here are 5 key findings. Global surge in phishing attacks. There's been a 58.2% increase in phishing attacks globally, indicating a significant rise in the frequency and reach of these cyber threats. AI-driven phishing escalation. The use of generative AI tools has led to more sophisticated phishing scams, with attackers leveraging AI to enhance their social engineering tactics. Targeted industries. The finance and insurance sectors have seen a 393% year-over-year increase in phishing attacks, reflecting the growing focus of cybercriminals on these lucrative areas. Rise of vishing and deepfake phishing. Voice phishing, vishing, and deepfake phishing are on the rise, with attackers using generative AI to create more convincing and manipulative scams. Phishing hotspots. The United States, United Kingdom, India, Canada, and Germany are identified as the top targets for phishing attacks, highlighting the need for heightened cybersecurity measures in these regions. The next update covers a new cybercrime threat called quishing. This term is a blend of QR code and phishing, and it's a sneaky way scammers are now using to get their hands on your personal information. Unlike traditional phishing, which uses fraudulent emails or websites, quishing exploits the convenience of QR codes. Here's a startling statistic. Quishing attacks have skyrocketed from a mere 0.8% of all email phishing attacks in 2021 to an alarming 11% in 2024. That's a significant jump, and it's got privacy experts worried. They're saying that our trust in QR codes and our dependency on mobile devices are making us vulnerable targets for these scams. So what exactly happens with quishing? When you scan one of these malicious QR codes, you might be redirected to a fake website that's designed to steal your info, install malware on your device, or even initiate unauthorized transactions. And because we've grown to trust QR codes for everything from contactless payments to accessing menus, we're more likely to scan without thinking twice. And with the projected growth in QR code payment systems expected to exceed $3 trillion by 2025, the opportunities for these fraudsters are only going to increase. The next update is about the growing concerns on rise of deepfake scams. These scams, which use AI to create convincing fake videos and audio, have already tricked individuals and companies out of millions of dollars. One of the most shocking cases involved a finance worker in Hong Kong who was conned into transferring a staggering $25 million after falling for a deepfake of his CFO on a video call. This isn't an isolated incident. With the rise of generative AI technology, like the one that brought us ChatGPT, the barrier to entry for cybercriminals has been significantly lowered. They no longer need specialized tech skills to pull off these scams. As a result, the volume and sophistication of deepfake frauds are on the rise, posing a serious challenge to cybersecurity measures. The RiskSpotlight team has recognized deepfakes is a key emerging risk and has been tracking this as a key topic on the OpRisk radar within the RiskSpotlight portal. Currently, there are 205 articles in the portal related to this topic. The portal subscribers can utilize these articles to stay informed on this emerging risk and best practices. The next update is about the White House taking a proactive step in safeguarding workers from the potential risks posed by artificial intelligence, AI, in the workplace. Recognizing the transformative impact of AI, the administration has published a set of principles designed to ensure that AI systems are developed and deployed ethically and responsibly. These principles emphasize the importance of worker awareness, ethical development, and governance of AI systems. They call for transparency from employers about the use of AI and insist that these systems should not undermine workers' rights. Moreover, AI should be an enabling tool that improves job quality and supports workers during transitions related to AI implementation. Due to the global reach of AI, these principles are also very relevant globally. The next update covers a KPMG study focusing on cyber risks in Germany. The study highlighted that the cyber threat landscape in Germany is intensifying, with a significant uptick in attacks on companies. The study highlighted that over the past 2 years, more than 1/3 of German companies have fallen victim to cybercrime. The financial repercussions have escalated for 57% of these companies, indicating a trend of increasing damage from such attacks. Awareness of cyber risks is on the rise, with 67% of companies now perceiving the risk as high or very high, a notable increase from previous years. Despite this, a majority of companies anticipate even greater risks in the near future. The most common cyber threats include phishing, cloud breaches, and data leaks, often facilitated through service providers' technical infrastructure. The data most targeted by cybercriminals encompasses customer information, financial details, and employee data, with 66% of companies identifying employee security awareness as a major risk factor. 74% are investing in training programs to strengthen their defenses. This move towards education highlights the critical role of informed employees in combating the evolving cyber threat landscape. The last update covers an annual report by the Reserve Bank of India that highlighted a significant rise in digital payment frauds in India. In the fiscal year 2024, a whopping 80.6% of frauds were linked to card and internet transactions, totaling an alarming 29,082 incidents. The financial impact of these frauds reached around $17.47 million, a considerable increase from the previous year. Frauds and advances were also notable, contributing 84.5% to the total fraud amount, which was approximately $166.98 million. Private sector banks bore the brunt of the fraud count, accounting for 67.1% of the total incidents in FY 2023-2024. However, public sector banks faced the highest financial losses, with frauds amounting to roughly $125.96 million. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of last week's operational risk landscape. If you want to read more about the topics I have covered and review additional content on emerging operational risk topics, then please log in to the RiskSpotlight portal if you are a subscriber, or go to riskspotlight.com to sign up for a free trial. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay safe and keep those risks in check.